Welcome back to the channel. I'm a surgical services instructor at a state college and at a university. Today we're diving into an essential foundation of anatomy and surgical technology. We're going to talk about body planes, anatomical terms, abdominal quadrants, surgical approaches, and a walkthrough of an umbilical hernia repair. Let's get started. I'm also the author of the Surgical Technologist Guide, Procedure Steps and Anticipation Tips. It's a full guide of 207 procedures with 10 to 15 steps for each one and what to anticipate and some instruments you may use. Also included are some Mayo stand suggestions. I'm also the founder of surgicaltechreview.com, which is a full website review for surgical technologists. There's a pre-program review, and then there's a during program review, and then there's also your testing review. You've got anatomy and physiology on here. You've got med term you can go back to and look over. Again, surgicaltechreview.com, and let's dive into it. To understand any medical or surgical procedure, we begin with body planes, the imaginary lines that divide the body. We have the transverse plane, which divides the body into upper and lower sections, the mid-sagittal plane, which splits the body into right and left halves, and the coronal or frontal plane, dividing the body into front and back. Directional terminology helps us describe locations in the body. Superior means toward the head, inferior means away from the head, anterior also refers to the front of the body, while posterior refers to the back. We also describe movement. Adduction brings a limb toward the midline, abduction takes it away. Next, we divide the abdomen into 4 quadrants: your right upper quadrant, left upper quadrant, right lower quadrant, and left lower quadrant. Each contains specific organs. For example, the right upper quadrant contains the liver and gallbladder, while the left upper quadrant includes the stomach and spleen. The right lower quadrant is home to the cecum and appendix. This is important for cholecystectomy procedures and appendectomies. The lower left quadrant contains the descending and sigmoid colon. We can also use a more detailed 9-region system, including the epigastric, umbilical, hypogastric, and 3 regions on each side. This helps pinpoint where pain or pathology may be located. For the umbilical hernia, we'll be working in the umbilical region. The body cavities protect our internal organs. The dorsal cavity includes the cranial and spinal cavities, while the ventral cavity houses organs of the thoracic and abdominopelvic regions. Inside the thoracic cavity, you'll find the right and left pleural cavities and the pericardial cavity surrounding the heart. The abdominopelvic cavity contains organs of digestion, reproduction, and elimination. General surgery involves procedures on organs such as the stomach, pancreas, colon, liver, and more. Understanding anatomical relationships is essential before learning surgical steps. Common incisions include the midline, paramedian, phalangeal, McBurney's, and more. Each incision provides access to specific organs while balancing exposure with healing and cosmetic outcomes. For our umbilical hernia, we'll be doing an umbilical incision. Surgery may be performed using endoscopic, laparoscopic, robotic, or open approaches depending on the case and patient condition. A hernia is the protrusion of tissue through a weakness or defect in the facial or muscular layer that normally contains it. Most abdominal hernias involve intra-abdominal contents pushing through a defect in the abdominal wall. For hernia repair, setup depends on approach. Open cases require a minor or major set, retractors, and mesh supplies. Laparoscopic cases require camera and scope, graspers, energy device, mesh tacks, or sutures. Always confirm the surgeon's preference and fixation method before opening. Before incision, ask yourself, is this open, laparoscopic, or robotic? Have mesh options available. Anticipate possible conversion to open. Preparation prevents panic. Anticipation for the surgical technologist. The surgical technologist plays a critical role in hernia repair. An umbilical hernia is a protrusion of intra-abdominal contents such as intestines or omentum through a weakness or defect in the abdominal wall at the umbilicus or your navel. It occurs when part of the intestine or fatty tissue pushes through the umbilical ring, creating a bulge at or near the belly button. Step 1. Incision and exposure. Periumbilical incision is often curved for cosmetic reasons. Maintain hemostasis carefully. Preserving skin viability is critical. Instruments included in this step are the 10-blade, Adson with teeth, Bovie, Army-Navy retractor, and suction. For anticipation, the incision is often curved within the umbilicus for cosmetic reasons. Maintain careful hemostasis to preserve skin viability. Step 2. Dissection to sac. Gentle dissection is key. The sac may be adherent to skin. Avoid entering it prematurely. For the surgical tech, the instrument you can expect may be Metzenbaum scissors, DeBakey forceps, or a Bovie. For your anticipation, the hernia sac may be adherent to the skin, so the surgeon is going to use that gentle dissection, so you're going to be handing them smaller scissors in order to dissect. Step 3. Isolate sac. Keep the sac intact. Clear identification of facial edges improves repair quality. Instrument you may expect as a tech, DeBakey's, Metzenbaum's, small retractors. Step 4. Open hernia sac and inspect contents. Inspect bowel or preperitoneal fat. Protect contents immediately and keep laps moist. Things you can expect: Metzenbaum's, suction, moist laps. Step 5. Reduce contents. Use atraumatic instruments only. If reduction is difficult, anticipate adhesiolysis. Instruments you can expect: DeBakey's, Babcock forceps, and moist laps. Step 6. Excise or invert the hernia sac. The instrument you can expect: Metzenbaum's, Kelly clamps, absorbable ties. Anticipate, have your ties ready for sac ligation. Maintain clear visualization of facial defect. Step 7. Prepare facial edges for repair. Your instruments may be DeBakey's or Metzenbaum's. Anticipation, clean the facial margins, improve repair strength. Expect surgeon to assess defect for mesh considerations. Step 8. Perform primary facial repair or place the mesh. Confirm repair method before opening the mesh. Maintain appropriate tension. Too tight increases recurrent risk. Instruments you may expect: needle driver, non-absorbable sutures, mesh if needed, and possibly tacks. Step 9. Recreate the umbilicus and close subcutaneous tissue. Instruments you can expect: needle driver, absorbable sutures, or Mayo scissors. Anticipation, cosmetic alignment matters. Assist with accurate midline positioning of umbilicus. Step 10. Close skin and apply dressing. Instruments: your skin stapler or sutures, Adsons, and your dressing supplies. Anticipation, prepare dressing early. Avoid excessive pressure over umbilicus to protect repair. Here's a quick Mayo stand suggestion for you. We have a number 10 blade on scalpel handle, Metz, Mayo scissors, DeBakey's, Adsons, Kelly clamps, Babcock forceps, needle driver, non-absorbable sutures, and an Army-Navy retractor. That completes our hernia repair review. Again, if you'd like, I'm going to put the link in the description to the Surgical Technologist's Guide to Procedure Steps and Anticipation Tips, available on Amazon. And in addition to that, check out surgicaltechreview.com. Again, pre-program, during your program, and also studying for your exam. It's a great resource. Thank you very much, and as always, like and subscribe.